Hi everyone, it's Giselle with another message for today. As I mentioned in my previous video, I'm feeling very inspired today to share a ton of messages that have come through to me through dreams, through meditation, and just being open to receiving messages in general because I wanted to help during this time. The Scorpio new moon is on, and a ton of my clients have already reported a lot of crazy dream activity, telepathic activity. The energy is being a very warped feeling too. A ton of you who buy my question bundles or even just have readings with me like to, text me and say, okay, as my next question, could you please interpret or help me interpret this dream? Or if you want to do it in more detail, you get that done through reading. And there's so much to be explored with these crazy dreams, and they're not all as they appear at face value during the time of dreaming. A lot of it has layers of crazy stuff that gets uncovered as we delve into the energies that that dream represents. So yeah, if you've been having crazy dreams during this new moon, then I totally get it. I'm having them myself. If you have been watching my previous video, you would have known that I dream very cryptic kind of things, and they don't always involve my person physically, but energetically they do. So I'll dream about someone else because they have a different backstory, but energetically I can feel it is related to my twin flame journey. So yeah, it's all very intense and very, very crazy at this time. But the topic that I want to talk about today on this video is separation is preparation. There's a video that I put out a few days ago that already carries that message, but I wanted to just look into it more deeply. And I always put the intention out there that whoever watches my video will benefit from it in one way or another, and that these videos are timeless. So if you do find these years later, know that they are still applicable for you at this time, because while we are all part of the same twin flame journey, we are not always at the same stop, at the same impasse on our journey. We may be at different stages, and that's totally fine. And this is why these videos are out there and why they are timeless and not just linked with, oh, this is only applicable for the Scorpio new moon on the 28th of October 2019. No, not at all. They are applicable at any time that you are watching. So, had you asked me a few years ago whether I agreed with the quote, separation is preparation, I probably would have gotten extremely irritated because I'm very hands-on. I like to do things right there and then. I procrastinating irritates me and infuriates me, and it's not something that I enjoy because it gives me that feeling of you're wasting time, and I hate the feeling of wasted time. And so yeah, I just don't enjoy that feeling of procrastinating. I do like to reflect, but I'm very quick with it. I'm like, okay, next subject, next subject. But sometimes you do need a bit more time to really immerse yourself into the energies to fully understand a well-rounded perspective rather than quick bam, 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 I'm off to the next subject. You can't always do that. And now I get it. So why was separation necessary for me? And I'll talk about my journey because I don't always feel comfortable sharing other people's journeys, although I never give their names away and I would never tell you who they are or give so much detail that you would figure out who they are. But it's not really my place. So I'll give you a journey perspective of my personal example. But I'm seeing a lot of other people's journeys through my readings, healings, and other work that I do with them, that it's very similar. It may not 100% follow the exact patterns, like, the things you need to heal may not match up. I have different things that need healing from a ton of you. My healing is mainly focused around the throat chakra, and that's why I've been subconsciously drawn to this card. I just had to pick a card because I don't want to not show you anything. But then I thought, what the heck am I drawn to this card for? And I get it, throat chakra energy. But a lot of my clients have a lot of other energy. I'm recognizing a lot of solar plexus to do with emotional blockages, heart chakra to do with a lot of issues relating to heartbreak and pain, being scared to share themselves, things like that, you know. But for me, it's definitely been throat chakra. And this goes back to when I was younger, I would have tonsillitis all the time, especially in my teens. Oh my God. I remember one particular year where I was having a lot of problems. It's like I had tonsillitis every other month. It was that bad and it was so awful. And I was scared because if you know me, I'm a singer and I hate to lose my voice. That's the one thing that I pride myself on. Yes, I play instruments, but they are nothing compared to my singing voice. So if I lost that, I would just be devastated. And that's why my throat chakra has been a great part on this journey. And communication with me and my beloved have been immensely challenging, has been immensely challenging. Communication's always been just that one thing that was just annoying. Like, because of my gift, because I can read the energies, I know what he means, but he won't tell me straight up what he means, and therefore I also felt blocked to tell him. And the time that I did tell him exactly how I felt, well, not exactly, I was still holding back, but I was hinting, not just hinting, okay, I was God, this is hard. I was direct with how I felt, to the point. It's like bullet points. You can elaborate, and I certainly didn't elaborate. I could have elaborated, but I thought I'll just dip my toe in. I'll just see how I feel. And if I tell him briefly how I feel and get some sort of reaction from him, at least I know where he stands. But we both limited ourselves. Like, I didn't fully express myself. I didn't elaborate on how I felt. I only gave him a bullet point, a very short sentence of, okay, this is what I think of you. This is how I feel. Not very in-depth at all, and quite surface level. And then he reacted in a way that didn't give me the full satisfaction that I wanted. Not for my ego, I was more hurt for him, because between the lines, and I could feel from his energy, I felt that he wasn't fully accepting of who he was and how I saw him, and that really broke my heart. I was like, oh my God, can you not see how I see you? That really hurts me. But yeah, coming back to the whole topic of separation is preparation. It is for me to truly open up that throat chakra, and for him too. You know, you will very much share the same chakras with your beloved. I see it in healings all the time. You know, whenever I look at your energies, I'm like, okay, these chakras are coming up for both of you. We're going to have to blast these two open to help you because you are both stuck in these chakra blockages. And for us, it's been the throat all the way through. I mean, I remember when we first separated, I had tonsillitis for a whole month. A whole month of tonsillitis. And I felt devastated. And I was like, why the heck do I have to be so ill? But I understood. It is because of the throat chakra, needing balancing, needing unblocking, needing me to release my voice. That's one of the things too with us. I'm sure he feels the same way about me because I feel it reciprocated energetically, but I thought he had the most beautiful speaking voice. And that's something that's always mesmerized me. I was like, oh my God, I love your voice. I do. I love your voice. I love hearing you talk. I could just sit here and listen to you talking forever. and I'm sure he feels that way about me too. And that is very much linked with that throat chakra energy, but then the good way, you know, the good balanced way, not the tonsillitis, horrendous illnesses way. But that's one thing. Separation helped us to prepare. During the time of being apart, I've had to work on my communication skills, not just with him, but also through setting up this channel, expressing myself to people, shifting me out of my comfort zone. This wasn't easy. When I first set up my channel, I thought, oh my God, what have I actually got to share? Yes, I have a voice, but what do I use my voice for? It was scary. it was a scary thing because I thought there's already so many channels out there that cover the twin flame subject. What possibly do I can I contribute? What do I have to share that will help people? And it just made me anxious to put out videos and have to listen back to them and hear my own voice. I'm like, oh God, I don't like hearing myself speak. Although it's ironic because people leave me comments and saying how much they love hearing me and my voice and how my voice is soothing to them. Whereas to me, it's like, oh God, I can't stand to hear myself speak. But it's something I was pushed out of my comfort zone to try and heal and help. And this is why preparation during separation has been vital. I've had bouts of tonsillitis, the time that he contacted me and I thought, yes, we're finally coming into union. But then we were just, that was just a little precursor to what's to come because we weren't fully ready at that time. And again, I had tonsillitis for 3 weeks then too, because I didn't speak my truth. But I understand. I get it. I need to prepare myself. I want to be the best me. Whether we come into union or not, I want to be the best me. I don't want to hide. Hiding is painful. Hiding who I am, hiding my gift, not being the true me to the world. Repressing myself, whether that's in the way I dress or the way I express myself through talking. I don't want to be that person that only lives a half life and hides who they truly are. So this is why I appreciate separation. And again, separation is an illusion, really. But I truly appreciate the process of having time to reflect away from him, of having time to become myself away from him. Energetically, we are connected and we are never apart. But just that physical aspect, again, it comes down to that, what I said in my previous video, is having time apart gives you time to not be completely immersed in the negative emotions of the physical challenges. It stops you from feeling utterly frustrated and resentful at times too. And this is why I value the time that we had away from each other. It gives us a chance to be who we truly were meant to be and come together harmoniously, rather than how I've had a ton of my relationships has just been like pulling teeth. You come together, but you're not in harmonious, and you're not in sync. You're not in a harmonious balance, and you are both just irritated at each other. I all my long-term relationships have just been very, very frustrating for me. And it's because of the fact that I wasn't truly myself. This other person wasn't truly themselves. We were trying to compromise and just hide who we truly were from each other, really. But this twin flame journey and love, connection, and reconciliation is completely different. And it's pushing us to be ourselves, to be compatible and complementary, to come together in this beautiful puzzle that will just be absolutely gorgeous and complementary, not having to hide who we really are. And the more that I've had time to reflect through quote unquote separation, the more I've become myself and the more comfortable I am at showing myself. I used to be deeply afraid of presenting myself as someone who has a gift, as someone who's a medium and who has the ability to read their energy and connect with them telepathically. But now I'm not afraid of that. He can know that about me because I know that he will not be afraid, because this energetically is both what we've agreed upon anyway and what we want. And I've come to understand that. But had we not separated, I may not have come to this conclusion at all, or may have taken me years of frustration and hiding myself. You see, it may appear like we have a lot of time apart, but in essence, we are saving a lot of frustration during our time that we come together and are physically in each other's presence. So I hope that this message helps with whomever is struggling with this time factor. It's actually to your advantage. The universe is helping you, not being against you. It is helping you to be more of who you are so that you can harmoniously melt together in this beautiful energy that complements rather than clashes or, hides and compromises. So I hope this helps whoever is drawn to this video, and if you would like to take advantage of my 25% discount until the 29th of this month, all the details are in the description. You buy 3 sessions and you get your 4th one free. That's for readings, healings, love messages, meditations, coaching sessions. And yeah, if you're interested, all the details will be in the description. I thank you also very much for watching. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.